Hi, welcome to the Native Wildman channel. Your host, Sean Catfish Wilson, speaking today. And today I want to do a review over this CRKT M16 bronze handle and Sandvik steel blade. So, let's see, for a size comparison, how big is it? Well, there's my big glider. The glider in my hand, knife closed in my hand. Okay, one of the problems I have with this thing is the action. I mean, this thumb stud thing here, if I try, I can get my fingernail under it, but I gotta really try. So, oh, almost open that way. But almost every time, flip it open, and that worked pretty good. And finish opening it. So I have to flip it open and finish it opening it with the thumb stud, or with the flipper tab, or the thumb stud. It is a frame lock. It has a not deep carry pocket, just a normal pocket clip. It's kind of short. It is a sturdy pocket clip. It's not too bad of a hot spot. They could have made the pocket clip maybe a little longer. Again, comfortable holding it at different grips. And this one, like the counterpoint one, you can stick wire through here and use this as a pair of wire strippers. Stick it through here. Even you can stick it through this hole and go all the way through. Maybe not. No, I wouldn't say don't stick it through that hole. You won't get a good cut. Maybe if I didn't put the sharpening tool in there, but this knife, it's been customized. It did not come with a sharpening choil, but in my opinion, my preference, I do prefer sharpening choils since I sharpen with stones. That way I can get right up next there, and that knife's pretty sharp. I've used it. I've sharpened it. The Sandvik steel feels really nice on my stones. I don't have all the factory grinds out, but I've got quite a bit of them out. See, and this is what I forgot to do with the cold steel. See, it cuts, and the wind is blowing, and that probably, I don't know where that paper is going now. I'll find it later, hopefully, maybe. Uh-oh. Well, I don't see it down there. Okay. Whatever. As you see, it gets really sharp knife. And I should have done this last time, and you can see it cuts it pretty clean, even with the redone tip on this one. But this knife isn't the review knife. Okay, let's see. We've seen how this one cuts. I wanted to show you the cold steel because I forgot to do a cut test with it. I was being lazy. And then with the tip, look how nicely that tip cuts it. How sharp it is. And then, oh, I ripped it there. Probably because I twisted the blade as I was going through. It will stab it good. I mean, I guess this is kind of a technical, or not a technical, a tactical knife. I've seen it labeled under, or seen it under like tactical descriptions. I think it's more of a gentleman carry knife, personally. But I think they consider it tactical because of the blade shape. It is what it is. It feels really comfortable in my hand. It is reversible pocket clip, so you can take this pocket clip and you can put it on the other side here. And it has dirt in the screw hole that I'll have to get out somehow with probably a pin. Just stick like a little sewing needle or a little get a safety pin. You can get that out really easy. It's a relatively thin knife. It's pretty lightweight. And as you can see, it's starting to wear off. The coating on this knife, I don't know, I can't remember exactly how long I've had the knife. I know I made a video when I first opened it up, but the coating on the knife seems to be holding up really well, and I've used it to carve wood and stuff. Oh, and we have a new cheesecake place, I don't know how new, in town. Robbie's Famous Cheesecakes. This is a pina colada flavored cheesecake, and so far it's really good. I like it. Back to my knife. The spacers are done really nicely. I like how they look. I mean, the M16 is just a classic. It's a classic. If you don't know what the M16 is, you've been living in a cave for the last, since the 80s. And the lockup's pretty good. Pretty stable. I don't recommend, I'm not going to sit and beat it like that. I could with my Cold Steel and not worry about it, but I don't want to take a chance of bending this. But it's pretty solid lockup. Blade play, there's no blade play. See, if I give it a flick, I can open it, but it's not as smooth as like my Civivi, where 90% of the times it'll open. Or my Wii. My Benchmade's 100% because it's assisted open. Yeah, as you can see, the pocket clip, the paint on the pocket clip's wearing off, so. But the coating they used for the actual let's see if this, let the camera focus in on it better. Oh. So this is what's in this tea. Really good tea. Yeah, there you go. See, even where the thumb flipper is, where you get a lot of wear and tear, it'll catch on pockets and rub on things. The coating's pretty good. The jimping, they could have made it a little less aggressive, because if you sit here and fidget it with it all day, oops, it will kind of make your thumb sore. But almost cut myself there, but I mean, it's not super bad. Relatively thin. I'm gonna say relatively lightweight. As you see, it kind of tears into that seasoned oak. Be good fire starting material. Come on. A little nick in the edge there, but that's what happened when I put the sharpening choil in. The Dremel moved out, but the rest of the edge, oh, still got a little bit of a factory grind. You can see a little bit of marks from factory grind, but I'm not one of those ones that's super picky. As long as it gets sharp, it'll cut paper, it'll shave my hairs off. So it will definitely cut through fishing line easily. This was taken down to 1,000 grit or so. It is a spear point. And you can get and now, I don't recommend cutting towards yourself like this, but there are techniques that you can use. Like what I'm doing is making it to where my thumb hits my thumb first, so it will go up and over and stop. I mean, I'd have to be putting Superman force, well, not quite that much, but you know, a lot of force in order able to get it to go and cut into my hand using my fingers that way. But ideally, you always want to cut away. It does have this, jimping on the top, and that's actually really nice. I can get good purchase there. So, I mean, I'm pressing down pretty hard, and my finger's staying where it needs. Grip it like this. There's enough room now, especially since I put that choil in there. It is a kind of a little bit of a hot spot right there for this grip, but like pinch grip, comfortable holding it that way. Comfortable holding it that way. It, even with the not being a deep carry pocket clip, which I prefer, and the shorter pocket clip, like I said, I wish it was maybe a little bit longer, but it is what it is. I do like how they skeletonized it. That's pretty cool, and the patterning they decided to use, that's pretty neat. It feels really good in pocket. It carries really well. And it's definitely that's me pulling the knife out of my pocket. That's what it sounds like. So it definitely gets it's not coming out of your pocket. I like how narrow it is too. Let me get my no. I mean, that's with it closed compared to a Bic. And then the Bic is slightly fatter than this knife. So Would I recommend this knife? Yes. Smoky Mountain does still have some, I believe. Don't quote me on this. But I would definitely recommend buying this knife. And they do make it with, it does have a silver blade or a stonewash, maybe a satin finish. I can't remember what finish they said, but it doesn't have the coating on it. They make it in... CRKT is actually making a few of their knives in the Sandvik steel, and I would definitely recommend getting one of their knives in the Sandvik steel. If you're a person that's really crazy about having a really good action, yeah, I just cut a crease in my thumb shutting that, or not my thumb, but my thumbnail. But anyways, if you're one of those people that's into having to have a good action where it's flippy like that without having to flip your wrist, this isn't the knife for you. I'm sure there's modifications or something that I can do to improve the action, but I don't know how to do that. The robins! The robins are back. The robins are back. Hey, little robin! I wonder if one of those robins is one of the ones that was on my front porch that I videotaped. That'd be cool. So, yeah. I think they're wanting around $30-something for this knife. It's well worth the money. It has a good steel. Sandvik steel, in my opinion, is better than Oz 8, and I like Oz 8. It's definitely better than 8 CRMOV 13. But I think 420 or 440C is better than 8 CR. I'm not too impressed with it. It seems like it nicks up easier. But the centering's pretty good on it. Pretty decent. Not spot on, but it's a couple millimeters off, but definitely good centering. Good centering. So a bird flew and landed near me on the ground. So, excellent knife. This is, even with its shortcomings, this is my favorite knife still. My new Civivi Damascus might top a close runner-up. Maybe. I don't know. I really love my Counterpoint 1, so I don't know. No, that's a hard decision. What do I like better out of those three knives? Definitely this one. This one, I've always liked this knife since I've first seen it. Anyways, peace and long life, my friends.